All right, according to the Observer, hashtag grilling JR, Starrcade 92, Paulie Dangerously received his Manager of the Year award from Pro Wrestling Illustrated at the opening of Club EMA in New York on 12/19. The event drew some local publicity, including a front page story on Dangerously's home newspaper and a lot of photo publicity since Dangerously arranged to have the Barbie twins present him with the award. A lot of heat continues in regards to his future with the company. Dangerously's contract is different from many of the wrestlers because it's a TBS employee contract rather than an independent contractor deal. This means his expenses on the road are paid for by the company, and he also gets the entire company benefits package. TBS has been investigating his expense receipts for the past 3 months. A lot of letters have been sent back and forth between Dangerously and WCW over the past week, and the two sides appeared, unless a compromise was reached imminently, to be headed towards a major blowout. JR, this is Paulie being Paulie, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he's a character in that respect. And I don't know how that thing ended up. Maybe we have it here. I don't know, but trouble found him pretty easly. Controversy followed him around.
Were you aware of the receipt confrontation they were having?
Oh, yeah.
How are you getting word of this?
Cowboy, accounting. You know, he allegedly reported to me. So I got him. He was adopted. He was a foster child. He was a talented foster child, though. I'll tell you that. If he could have, and it seems like he's finally grown up to a place where that's not issues anymore. He's doing a phenomenal job as working with the head of the table and all that stuff. I'm sure a lot of those ideas, marketing ideas, were his or have been his. So he's finally found his home, his niche with Roman Reigns and company. He's a valuable asset to those guys. He could have been a valuable asset to us, but immaturity seemed to be an issue. And but that's just, we all had those issues, quite frankly. But I'm not surprised at how great he's become. He's arguably, along with Jim Cornette and Bobby Heenan, the three best managers I ever worked with. And Heenan may be in a class of his own simply because he could take great bumps. He could wrestle. He could talk. He could manage. He could co-host. There's nothing that Bobby Heenan couldn't do, and do it very, very well. And Cornette, kind of in that same kettle of fish. And you know, Paul is about as athletic as me, and that's not really athletic at all. So, but Bobby Heenan started out as a wrestler, and all those other skills then evolved. And the same goes for Cornette. Cornette just, you know, Cornette was so good that sometimes he looked too good. He looked like he shouldn't be able to wrestle as well as he did, but he just worked hard at it. And he's another guy that wasn't overly athletic by any means. But those three guys, I think, if you started a company and you could get any of those three, you'd have a hit on your hands.